Can INEC alone, can INEC with the deregistration of this political party, can INEC bring the sanity we're talking about? Or do we need a reorientation of Nigerians? Because based on the examples Mr. Igini gave of Ghana, where Ghana is first before any political party or any ethnic group, can INEC alone sanitize the polity in Nigeria?
INEC cannot do it alone. That's why we are saying, if you go to the chapter 3 of Legislator's Companion, I took Obama's quotation fully. He talks about independent parliament, even NGOs. I am from Anambra State, where since 1999 there has never been any local government election, and you are releasing funds to the state government. If you go through the Saturday this day, last week Saturday this day, you will realize that only 17 states in this country certified the provision for local government elections. Whatever we are saying, others are not democratic local governments. Now it is left for the populace or Nigerians to rise and say that you should no longer bring public funds and give to these unconstitutional or illegal committees or caretakers set up by these selfish governors. Because until you bring fully what the people want, like we said, every political culture is what? A reflection of the underlying culture of the people. So until Nigerians rise, including the NGOs and the rest, to question most of these things, INEC is only a regulatory power. It cannot do the remaining things. It is we, the people, whom the Constitution gave that power, who will stand and say, this is where we are. Even the United States, where we are talking, Al Gore had more electoral votes than George Bush. But George Bush, through Electoral College, additional 5 votes, entered the White House, and Al Gore lost. Heaven did not fall. So what we are saying that there is no situation that is ideal, but it has come time for Nigerians to rise to the occasion and live up to the prescribed minimum, at least.
In the meantime,
on our international practice rating, let us be able to do the right thing by 2015. And that's why we are saying that there is need for what?
In the meantime, NCP is not part of the parties that have been deregistered because, I mean, on September 12th, the court did ask them to hold on, stay action concerning NCP pending the termination of that case. And NCP was asking if other political parties could benefit from that judgment, and the court says, no, you are the one that's in court. What if at the end of the day, the court rules otherwise? Do you even see that happening?
Well, if the court rules otherwise, you remember that we came into this level playing ground through a court, the case of INEC and Musa, when the Supreme Court said, okay, you have no right to stop these people. Then we have now seen a floodgate of unconstitutional and illegal associations in the name of political parties. So if the court, may it please the court, because we have power. Separation of power is the cardinal hallmark principle of presidentialism, which we are practicing. So if the court rules otherwise, we will have no cause than to go back. But like we have said, we are still in electoral tribunal cases or election-related cases up to 2013, maybe even up to 2014. So the cost of all these should also bring us even to view if there is every need for a constitutional court in Nigeria, because the regular courts are suffering now because of electoral issues. So all these being put together, like we have said, why not endorse Oweye's report and once and for all, holistically address this issue? We will not take away the power of the court. Like I said, this is the Supreme Court that resolved the Amechi's case. If you look at Ugu and Adarume and Amechi and INEC, it is a big indictment on the political parties and the then INEC of EU. Then what I'm saying is that since we have made Jega our tree that defines our electoral process, if Jega leaves this position tomorrow without a good institution, like Obama said, be strong institutions, not strong men. So let us do the right thing.
Should this matter have been one of the items on this amendment of the Constitution which is ongoing?
Yes, it has been there, but the issue is this. I have said amendment of the Constitution. If you remember the last exercise was on. And after the amendment of that Constitution, the governors of Kogi, Cross River, stayed and 2 other states stayed beyond 1 year after the Constitution has been amended. So what I'm saying is that it is beyond amendment of the Constitution. Constitutional amendment, no constitution is ideal, like I have always said. A good constitution will not even ensure a great president, and we are seeing it all over the place. So what we are saying is that when these administrative processes, when we get them right, we will be able to move forward. We need strong administrators. Every great institution is run by great administrators. Nigeria needs administrators in every facet of our life. We have lost that, and that is why we are paying dearly for all these inadequacies, all these incompetencies, and the rest of them. So it is not a matter of amending the Constitution. Yes, amend the Constitution. But like I have said, 1 year after amendment of the Constitution, even the Supreme Court did not take cognizance of adjoining the case of Marwa and Nyako for 3 good times and gave these governors I have hinted additional 12 months. So constitutional amendment. And if you go back even to the case of Abakoba and the National Assembly, you will see that the first process, you remember the National Assembly, stayed for how long? On the contest that the president needs no assent. Eventually, they now realize that the president's assent was fundamental because our constitution said an act of the National Assembly. And there cannot be an act of National Assembly without a presidential assent. So all these are, let me say, more or less, teething problems which we are going through. It is a journey, a democratic journey we have started. All these things, until it is not a destination, but it is a journey. And until we get to the promised land through these reforms, internal reforms, and internal democracy, because like I said, the political parties are one-man band. There is no need having briefcase political parties, which will lead into more problem and waste of resources. Let the political parties come up with agenda. Let them face the public issues in this country, refinery, roads, and the rest of them. And then we will now know that we have now come to an area, that promised land, where political parties can carry us to. And until we do that, we will still be groping in the dark like we are doing.